Everything around us is constantly using energy. Rolling a ball down a hill, riding the bus to school, and even watching this video is using up energy. But where does this energy come from, and how do we harness this? Technically, energy is a scalar quantity associated with the state or condition of one or more objects. Or put differently, energy is a measure of an object's ability to do work. For example, when you eat food, you gain energy and you can move around a lot, or do a lot of work. Energy is divided into two main categories, stored energy and the energy of motion. The energy of motion is associated with things that are, well, in motion. This includes kinetic energy, which is moving objects, thermal energy, which is moving molecules, and sound energy, which is moving waves. Stored energy, also called potential energy, is the energy associated with the arrangement of a system of objects that exert forces on each other. For example, all objects exert gravity on each other, and this force depends on how far away the objects are from each other. So they have gravitational potential energy depending on their arrangement. Other types of potential energy include elastic potential energy, electric potential energy, chemical energy, and nuclear energy. In order to use this energy, we have to convert it from one form into another. Let's look at some different ways that we can use this conversion of energy. First is the conversion of chemical energy to electrical energy. The conversion of chemical to electrical energy is what makes batteries work. When molecules go through an oxidation-reduction reaction, where one element gains electrons and another loses electrons in a setup called a galvanic cell, the exchange of electrons causes them to flow through this wire. In other words, the chemical energy stored in the atoms gets converted into electrical energy. The electrical energy produced depends on the chemical energy released by each half reaction. When an electrical device is connected to the wire, the flow of electricity powers it, and a battery is a device where this chemical reaction takes place, allowing it to power everyday electronics. Another common way that we use energy is converting thermal energy into kinetic energy. This is what powers gas cars, trains, airplanes, and basically anything with an engine. When you heat up gas in a chamber, it expands, and when you cool it down, it contracts and the molecules get closer together. This expansion of gas is used to push a piston up or down, which then turns into rotational motion through a connecting rod. The rod can then rotate things like a car or train axle or a jet's turbines to make them move. The last common conversion that we use is the conversion from kinetic energy to electrical energy. Lots of renewable energy converts the energy of moving things like the wind or a river into electrical energy. This conversion works due to the relationship between a magnetic field and electricity. A moving rotor shaft is connected to a magnet which spins when the shaft spins. A magnet is placed inside loops of wire and due to electromagnetic induction, the changing magnetic field causes the electrons in the wire to flow, producing electricity that can be stored in a battery or used to power another device. Now you know how we use the energy that's all around us.